Yo, alright, so for this one, it's gonna be a quick, short story. We're gonna talk about what it is like driving overseas. Alright, and some things you can encounter while driving overseas. So I've driven overseas in multiple different places, to the Middle East, 2 countries within the Middle East, which will remain nameless. But there's 2 countries in the Middle East where you gotta be careful is what I'm trying to say when you're driving over there, because man, it's not like how it is in America. Better in some instances, but could be worse. You know, you'll have the 2 extremes when you're driving in the Middle East. And the next one I'm gonna talk about is driving in Jamaica. Alright, so quick story on the Middle East. So the rules are different. You just gotta know the rules and be vigilant, you know, be cognizant of who's around you, whatever. But there's one time I got pulled over in the Middle East, and that, to me, was just crazy. Right? I got pulled over for doing 47 kilometers in a 45 kilometer rate. Like, what? You know, and you can tell this dude was just like, he was just waiting for someone, you know, just trying to meet it, probably trying to meet his quota for the day or something. So this man had the nerve to question my integrity, one, and then he proceeded to give me a ticket. I think it was for like $40-something or some change. And yeah, I pretty much told him that this don't make no sense, and that's not going to be paid if you know. So when we started talking a little bit more, you know, and he realized who I was, when he realized who he was talking to, things changed for the better. And luckily, my credentials were sufficient enough for him to say, okay, cool, here I am, man. You know, forget this ticket. And then it turned into a conversation, which was pretty dope to me. You know, we talked about a lot of different stuff. I got to learn more about him and his upbringings, and he got to learn more about me and my upbringings, vice versa. So that worked out good. But now I've driven in Canada before, never had any issues with the cops. Pretty cool dudes, or you know. Anyways, I can't say much on Canada because again, I didn't have any issues when we pulled over in Canada and that. But Jamaica though, Jamaica. All right, so love Jamaica. Let's start with that. All right, where this whole driving thing in Jamaica, gotta be careful. Because you'll have a couple things you gotta watch out for. Crazy drivers is number one. Then they are impatient. Jamaica has some of the most impatient drivers on this earth. Very impatient. And you can see it in New York City too. I mean, pretty much the same if you want to do a comparison. But anyways, and also greedy cops as well. Right? So got pulled over twice, right? The first instance I got pulled over, they were doing, I guess he says some random inspection crap. But anyways, I didn't fight it because I'm in a whole different country. I'm not too keen on the laws governing stop and search procedures, so I didn't even question it. But it kind of looked a little bit shady, like he was looking for something to kind of get me on something, but it just wasn't working out in his favor or whatever. So got off of that one easily. He just checked documents and looked around the vehicle, and then let me go on my way. The second time was a little bit more entertaining, I would say. So, second time I got pulled over was was in Ocho Rios, and I was doing I want to say 55 and 50. And in Jamaica, when they stopping you to pull you over, it's not like them driving behind you with flashing lights and whatever telling you to pull over. Oh, I want to talk about something else too, which is quite interesting when it comes to Jamaica. So what he does is they'll like stand off to the side like a speed gun, and then the dude across the street will tell the other guy on the other side, because in Jamaica you drive on the opposite side. If you don't know, tell the dude on the opposite side like, yo, stop this dude. So he would just literally walk onto the road and be like, and then because to me I was like, what? Stop the car, and then he came over to the car and he was like, you know you were going such and such fast? I mean, I honestly didn't, so I told him, yeah, no, I didn't know that. You know, he was like, okay. And then he tried to use that right or left tactic on me. So right or left means if you choose right, he will write you a ticket for going over the speed limit. Left means you just leave him with a small little change and be on your merry way. So of course I wasn't gonna play that game. I was like, hey man, so this is what it is. Actually I got put over a third time. It was similar stories. I won't even talk about that. So I was like, hey man, this is what my situation is. Yeah. For some reason my situation is always work. I hope there's no cops watching this. So I used my tactic, I showed my license, and then he realized like, hey, you know, it was pointless. I told that man I'm about to live the next day, so you can write me this ticket, but I don't know about it getting paid, or whatever. So I mean, at that point, he realized it was a waste of time, me, his time and my time. So he's like, you know what, let's be on your man, let's be safe out there. And yeah, but crazy thing I want to talk about is getting an accident in Jamaica, having been in a car accident. If you haven't seen my story about one of the accidents I've had, go ahead and check it out. Quite interesting, but this was a little bit different, right? Same place, I was in Ocho Rios. Someone hit the back of my car. So, of course, you know, like normal people, you call the cops, right? To get like a police report just to say, hey, this man's at fault. I ain't did nothing. Don't, you know, there's no need for you to try to charge me for something that I wasn't responsible for. Call the station. Like, yo, this is what's up, you know. No, I called 9119. Yeah, because that's how it worked in here. So the operator forwarded me to the police station, which is within the vicinity. This man said, is the car drivable? I was like, yeah. Okay, just drive the car around to the police station and then we'll give you a report. I was like, what? So how are you going to determine who's at fault? Then he proceeded to talk about the law and how the law doesn't really get much into that. And yada yada yada. As long as it's drivable, you can come and they're going to give you a report. That's like some shit crap. I guess there's like a no-fault state or whatever. But luckily, so I asked him, I was like, so why can't y'all just come on the scene and take pictures and write a report, yada yada yada, so I can take it back to the insurance company, to the rental company, so they can file for the claim or whatever. And he was like, yeah, there's no vehicles right now to come over there. And literally it was like probably like a 5-minute walk from where the police station was to where I was. It was real close, right? I just didn't want to move the vehicle and, you know, mess up an investigation, a possible investigation. But long story short, thankfully the dude that hit the car, he was very cognizant. I called the rental guy and they hashed it out over the phone. And I don't know what the resolution was, but I'm sure they figured it out. Man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna say that. But what I will say is, be careful. You know what I mean? Be careful. Very careful. Very, very careful. And that's going to close it out for me right there. I appreciate y'all for listening in. If you have any more questions, hit the DM at TNR Reaction on YouTube, on Instagram, submit your question, or you can just write a question down here and I'll answer them. But some of them is best answered offline, but I won't get into that. Anyways, peace. Thank you for watching, and then come back again for some more.